The idea really about O Emmanuel is that it's a sacred music album, and it's based on the O antiphon. So it's an album for Advent and Christmas. And the idea really came out of the Notre Dame Children's Choir, and this group is an ecumenical children's choir based out of South Bend, Indiana, at the University of Notre Dame. And their mission is that if they can educate children in sacred music from the earliest age, then they're really ensuring that the next generation of the church is going to be competent both as musicians and leaders in the church. The album is not a liturgical work. It's based off of liturgical texts. The O antiphons are for Vespers at the end of Advent, but it's not a liturgical work proper. It's meant to be a devotional work. I think in this season of Advent, one of the things that often happens is that people lose track of the fact that it is Advent. You know, everywhere after Thanksgiving, it's just Christmas, Christmas, Christmas. And one of my hopes for this piece was that it would help people engage in a different way with Advent and really maybe use the music as more of a meditative way to prepare for Christmas. The beautiful thing about using Latin is that was the original context for these pieces. You know, so I'm not just dealing with a set of Latin texts. These are Latin texts that are paired with an ancient melody. And the way that the words were composed with the music is essential to really understand this piece of music as it was. And so yes, they're liturgical, yes, they're prayers, but they're also pieces of music that are theologically rich and making commentary on the text through the setting of the music. And so I think, you know, it's really important to be able to, if your aim is to perform this music, it's important to preserve this sense that of its musical integrity as well as its, you know, theological integrity. After the Second Vatican Council, we had a massive sort of influx of new music in English. One of the results was that much of our tradition of sacred music from our preconciliar tradition was sort of neglected. It hasn't gotten often performed, especially in parish life. And my goal for this piece, of course, is, you know, by incorporating Gregorian chant, by incorporating some elements of polyphony, by incorporating some Baroque stylistic elements, is that by pairing that with the new music, it creates a lens into the entire tradition as a whole, which I think is what Vatican II is really calling us to do. Yes, we need new music and we need to create anew and develop our tradition of sacred music, but we also need to build on what we already have. So I'm currently in Rome, and I'm studying at the Pontifical Institute of Sacred Music and interning with the Sistine Chapel Choir. And it's really the next step in my journey in terms of being able to investigating in a comprehensive way our tradition of sacred music. And this is an ideal place to be able to do it because so much of the tradition has come out of Roman culture and at the seat of the church.